Heavy Metal Diecast videos. Welcome to Heavy Metal Diecast videos. Heavy Metal Diecast videos. Wow!
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you've all been well. Today we are checking out Aviation 72 model in, well, obviously 1/72nd scale diecast. We have ourselves a de Havilland Sea Vixen. Now the Sea Vixen was a British-made carrier-based fighter used by the Royal Navy from 1959 until its retirement in 1972. Now there were around 151 aircraft built in all their variants, although 55 Sea Vixens would be lost in accidents during its service life, with the unfortunate result of 30 of those were fatal. Now, our particular model here is of an aircraft that first served with 899 Naval Air Squadron from 1963 until 1972, when it was converted into a target tug, which our model here does represent. We'll open the flap and have a little look. Now, the actual aircraft that we have in the box here can actually, for those of you lucky enough residing in England, can be seen on display at the Gatwick Aviation Museum in Surrey. Now, I reckon this does look pretty awesome. This is a very unusual looking aircraft. It obviously does come in a couple of different liveries as well, but I managed to score this from a seller on eBay, of course. They come in a usual sort of box, but what we'll do is we'll get this open so we can check it out. Alrighty, so it does come with this little certificate that, I don't know if that's a number, if it's a numbered run or whatever. It doesn't really show. There is nothing else on that, so we'll turf that out of the way. It does actually come with a stand, which is pretty cool. It does look like the sort of a Witty Wings, JC Wings sort of style of stand that you can buy for their aircraft that do sit in the nozzles of the engines. I'm not a big fan of these ones. Let us open this lid up and check out this. Wow, it does look pretty interesting. It does have the little gear bay doors in this little baggie, I am assuming. And of course our landing gear options there, and this pretty cool looking aircraft. How do we? Oh, it is damn easy to get out. Ah, excellent. Let's move this out of the way so we can have a real good look at this awesome looking Sea Vixen. This looks amazing. It is such an unusual looking aircraft. It is not overly heavy. That's sort of plastic. The body feels die-cast though. That's all cold. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can actually see some of those details. Now, it is in overall sort of a white and red finish. The panel lines are really hard to sort of see because that white does hide a lot of that. I'll try and get some of that reflection to show you a little bit. It's got some really nice detail though. Wow. So this had a two-man crew, but the pilot was offset, as you can obviously see there. And then you had the second crew member that was in there. Now, that is not a position I would want to be in. You're like the naughty kid kept in the closet. That is really a really bad sort of spot to be in, I reckon. But yeah, that is very strange indeed. No windows for you, mate. But I reckon this looks amazing. This is really nicely done. It is very bright, obviously. Well, being a target tug, it was not designed for, camouflage or anything like that. And that's, oh my God. All right, you will never lose this one if you have it hanging from the ceiling. This does look fantastic. Yeah, pretty happy. I like the difference in colours. It's always good to have some colours on your aircraft at times. Yeah, that does look pretty cool. It is not obviously the highest of quality, but I reckon overall it presents well. I'm pretty happy with it so far. But what we'll do is we'll set this up for Inflight and check this out all ready to go. All right, we are back with Inflight. Now, one thing, the box art and the ordnance is completely different. So you just get all those pylons to put on, but the box art has sort of missiles and tanks and everything. So that was a little bit misleading, but I thought I might have been wrong, but I did check online, and that is the configuration that others have got it in. And another thing, now if we zoom in a little bit, Now the gear bay doors, they don't fit. They actually are wrong. Well, let's see. It should be tapered in so that it can fit inside the wheel well like that. See the edge? It's not shaped in the right way to actually go in there, which is pretty shit. So you actually can't put them in. They won't push in there because that's sitting flush on one end, and that's how it's sitting on that end. Yep, very wrong. It's the same on the other side. If I push flush to this side, it's not going to sit in there. It is a garbage. But I did see on another, like on a hobby retailer, they when they were selling this, they actually had photos of it on the stand. It didn't even have those gear bay doors in it, because for one thing, when you do this, one's sticking in there, they'll drop off. So unless you do some modifications, you're not going to actually be able to use those at all. So that is a little bit disappointing for you Inflight guys. Of course, you just put that little piece in there. That is straightforward. But I mean, the pylons and everything went on there nicely. They do have a little bit of detail on them, like some warning sort of danger triangles on there. But yeah, so this is how it's going to look in flight, obviously. And this is the stand. Once it's assembled, you just screw it together. And you do, I'll zoom out a little bit, geez, I forgot about that. And we'll just shove it in, there goes the other gear bay door. We'll just shove it in there, and that is on the stand. And I'll move these out of the way. But it does present okay if you're looking at it from above. And with these stands, you can chuck it on a bit of a bank too, so that is pretty cool. But I am not the biggest fan of these stands either, because they, where the location is into the nozzles of the engines, we have seen on another one where they actually, the glue came off, and of course that can end with tragic consequences for your model. But I reckon, look, for an unusual subject, it's not too bad, but yeah, those gear bay doors absolutely poo. But what we'll do is we'll take it off this stand, because yeah, I'm not feeling very safe. But what we'll do is put this into gear down, of course. See if we can plop that out. Now we've just got to put the nose wheel, I'm assuming, right there, because there is no instructions, but it is pretty damn basic. I mean, you don't have to be a boy genius to put this one together. Now we'll just put that one there, because there is a little bit of black on that. So, and this one is all yellow, so that should be for that side. And that is job done for gear down. Look, it looks okay. Look, I'm happy that the gear down looks good because that's how I'm going to be presenting mine. But if you're an in-flight displayer, you're going to be a little bit miffed. But the only other thing, these are a little bit fragile too, so that one's on a bit of an angle. I don't know if it's meant to be like that one, because this one is straighter. But yeah, we'll see how it does sit though on this landing gear, and we'll put it down gently. Ooh. Beautiful. They don't roll or anything, so this is not one you can sort of roll around. But look, overall, if you can find it at a reasonable price, I suppose, something not too pricey, and it's something you're interested in, because it is a bit of an unusual aircraft, would I recommend grabbing it? I guess so. There's not a whole lot of people that actually make this particular aircraft. So if you do want one, you are pretty limited to where you can get a die-cast version of this from. But I reckon, look, overall, it's passable. It's okay. It's not too bad. It's not absolutely brilliant, but for what it is, for the aircraft, it does represent the aircraft pretty nicely, and will complement your other models and happily sit on your shelf amongst the other manufacturers' models. All right, I'll wind this up. I will take some photos of this, of course, and throw them at the end. If you did enjoy anything to do with this video, don't forget some of those my way, of course. Always feel free to subscribe to the channel as well if you do enjoy what you see. And with that, I'll wind up, and thank you for spending your time in checking out another one of our videos. I hope you enjoyed this one from Aviation 72. And with that, I'll finish up by saying I'll catch you in the next one. All right, thank you so much for watching, and you all have an awesome rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.